Thank you for joining me once again. And the North, they've declared Bola Ahmed Tinubu a persona non grata in the North. Today, Tinubu listed the names of the terrorists, the financiers. When you finance terrorism, you can at the same time be labeled as a terrorist. On that list, all of them are all Northerners Muslims. In fact, Tuko Mamu, one of Buhari's, should I say, closest ally, was the number one on the list. Instead of the North to celebrate, jubilate, but here we are today, they said Tinubu, no matter what, must be destroyed in the North. So that campaign of Tinubu's destruction has started, and this is beyond Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is a battle for good governance, for something right to be done between the North and South. When you say that logic stands on his head, it is synonymous to the North. A man has taken the boldness, the courage to list the names of financiers of terrorists who have been killing your people in cold blood in the North. What should be their response? Shouldn't be jubilation? Shouldn't it be celebration? In fact, we are supposed to be seeing the Alimanjiris now going to these individuals' businesses and homes, attacking them, calling for their arrest, calling for a public disgrace of these people. But it is Tinubu that is the enemy, and a campaign of destruction has started in the mosque, everywhere you can think of in the North as it stands today. You know, I have always said it, that when the Southerners say they want to take about 10 steps forward, some elements will just come out from nowhere in the North, and they will say, no, let us take 20 steps backward. You people are moving too fast. If you go to any northern social media political space, they are not talking about these people. They are not saying that, oh, this man, Tuko Mamu, who in so many cases had negotiations, had conversations with Buhari. Tuko Mamu, a very, very close friend of Sheikh Gumi. Let me name some of those people again. So many of them: Abubakar, Yusuf Ghazali, Muhammad Sani, Abubakar Muhammad, Asana, Umar Abd. Let me tell you, it is clear that the North have created an economy out of this. They are using it to pillage their people and, of course, the resource of the South. When the announcement of Donald Trump was made that I am coming to put an end to this almost 15 years of terrorism led by the Northern Fulani oligarchs, then we started seeing them saying, Tinubu is anti-North. Tinubu wants to destroy the North. Tinubu is supporting Middle Belt. Tinubu by now should have arrested that reverend father, that pastor that went to America. Reverend Chomo should have been in jail. I don't get it. I don't see me. I don't tire. In all honesty, I am tired of this contraption. A robber, an armed robber, a kidnapper, a terrorist has been terrorizing you people. Your own father, Buhari, or your godlike political figure didn't have the courage because he felt it would be a betrayal against his own people. Never for one day listed these people. Buhari got list of those. He has had this list for over 4 years. I think he got that list shortly after COVID-19. 2020, 2021. Buhari for 3 good years hidden those information. Never for one day called those people for interrogation and every necessary prosecution. He didn't do it. They want to protect their own terrorists. These same northern charlatans will say that Nnamdi Kanu should not be released. Have you not been seeing the attack on Alex Oti? Because he simply went to Sokoto to check if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is safe and sound. You see, there's a serious problem, there's a fire on the mountain, and there's a lot we have to discuss today, interestingly. The Northern governors are having a meeting, the emirs are there, the Middle Belton governors are in that meeting. They are having a serious challenge to move forward. They are having that meeting because of insecurity. The incumbent president has made their work easier by listing the names. Are they not supposed to take this head on? When we have our own issues in the South, when we are told that this person is terrorizing us, we don't wait. We push aside any form of ethnic sentiment because we cherish life of human beings down here in the South. I have always said it that this terrorism was created to suppress every Southern presidential candidate. Because it was this act of terrorism they used to frustrate Jonathan out. You know, then we were fooled. The South, we were fooled. Especially in the Southwest, we were largely fooled because we voted aggressively against Jonathan. Today we know better. They use terrorism, they use religion. The same thing they felt will be the case for Tinubu, that Tinubu, who rode on their back with the Muslim ticket, we go in there, begin to bend to their whims and caprices. You know, they felt that if Tinubu go there, it will protect anything that has to do with Islamic radicalism, because that is actually what Buhari did. Buhari expanded it. He emboldened the radicalism of Islam across the country. Buhari was always looking away when people have been, under Buhari, we saw the issue of Deborah. Issue of Deborah, she was a young lady with a bright future. That lady was, she was lynched to death, stoned, beaten, and burnt like asu meat. These people, their pictures was everywhere. These are students of Sokoto University. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Usman Danfodio University. Buhari never saw a need to say that let me have my own personal interest in this matter. That Nigeria, we should not be engaging in such barbaric acts. Buhari said nothing. The Sultan said nothing. The northern governors, they said nothing. They were all quiet. Shortly after the issue of Deborah, a lady rode in Bauchi, if I'm not mistaken, either Bauchi or Gombe. She tweeted against the way they killed Deborah. That one, she got 2 years in prison. 2 years. Is this a country we say we want to keep living with the North? Are we not supposed to be having champagne popping, serious jubilation and celebration that finally the evil behind what has been terrorizing us has been exposed? But that is not the case. It is so unfortunate that Lord Lugard, wherever you are, you no go die well. I'm telling you, you no go die well. Wherever you are, I repeat, Lord Lugard, you no go die well. And the point is, Tinubu is not minding them because he has the support of the Middle Belt today. He has the support of the South. I have seen so many Southern people who are not even of Yoruba extraction. Some of my viewers, Igbos, Ibibios, Niger Delta, that have said that Tinubu, they will support him. I say sure. I said, well, for me, I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm supporting Tinubu. But one thing Tinubu has shown me is that Don't go in there and start saying that you are one Nigerian. Nigeria can never be one, unfortunately, because a country will be one when everybody in that country agree on a particular policy. Yes, I mean, take a look at that tax reform bill. When they first brought it, Tinubu said that for those states that are practicing Sharia, you guys ban alcohol. You people don't drink alcohol. In fact, you guys destroy businesses that are into alcohol sales. So can we then restructure the VAT sharing formula? We would calculate every money that comes from alcohol. We exclude it. We don't send it to you people again because it is haram. Hey, Ali may bust out. Come out. Now, how can you can see the hypocrisy? Have you? They say as they smell, very, very a repulsive smell. We are not one. I repeat, we are not one. By now, imagine this was in the south. No, you imagine if this was in the south, that they have been able to expose to us those behind financing of this terrorism. You can imagine how the southern people would have reacted, how joyous they would have become, how they will even come out and say that Tinubu has finally done what nobody can do. But it is what it is. Their agenda has finally been exposed. These are the same people that made Tinubu the president. Tinubu now said, okay, let me even help the North. Let me give them the names of those that are behind it. He could have decided not to expose it. You could have decided not to expose it. They are carrying out every anti-Tinubu campaign in the North. And their topic is Tinubu is an enemy of Islam, is an enemy of Sharia, is an enemy of Nigeria falling to the Islamic jihadists. Ha! There is serious problem. There is fire on the mountain. And the earlier the better we know this, the good for us. The earlier we know that we must begin to elect people that will go in there and speak for the preservation of our land, soil, and heritage, the better for us. If by 2027 the North wins the election, let us forget anything called state police in this country. If by 2027 a northern candidate, because no Southerner go vote any North, I am saying it, na me talk am. No Igbo man go look say he wan go vote Atiku. No Yoruba man go look say I go leave Obi, I go leave Tinubu, go vote Atiku. E no go work. What does he have to offer? Atiku that deleted a tweet when Deborah was killed. So now that one you want make I trust say he go there. He will not go release all the it's not possible now. Every day this thing is getting clearer to me, and I come here to analyze for you to have a better understanding as well. That Nigeria, the way it has been structured, the way it is, they do not want a sincere change. They don't want to be shortchanged. They just want to have the upper hand. They just want to be able to reap where they never sowed. And while they are at it, they still want to take away your resources, erase your culture. Yeah, I was so happy this morning when I saw the Oni of Ife coming out and issuing words of warning to the Sokoto Caliphate that you people, you tried this nonsense in the early 18th centuries. You failed. There's no way you can believe that you try it against with us that you would succeed. It's not going to happen. Me looking at that, I was so happy. I said, we have a leader. The next people that we want them to speak up now is the Oba of Benin. Oba Tokpeye, abeg speak. Because this bandits, these terrorists are now in Edo. Yes, Harrison posted some of them that he and his team were able to, they were able to wipe them out just this morning. He dropped it. A video, he dropped that video and said, look at it. When the kings give him support, Harrison will ensure Delta into Edo. In fact, the whole of South will be clear of this element. Also, Asa Abuja in Rivers State. This morning, on my screen you see there. This morning, I saw Asa Abuja and his vigilante, able-bodied men. I mean, to my count, they were not less than 1,000. As I see people who must go to Nigeria Army, they would rather work with Asa Abuja because they know that Asa Abuja represents their own local community policing. You can see how it has been clear to us that the next phase for Nigeria to remain is either the North openly and agree that let everybody protect himself, or we all go out there and start forming our own militia groups. It's as simple as that, because no normal human being will open his eyes and watch these Fulani Islamic jihadists to come and unalive you on your own land. It not go work now. They tried with Asa Abuja, the Asawana boys, and like 27 of them, they fry them, sacrifice them to the fishes of the river, in that creek there. They waste them, throw them inside bush. You know, so those ones, they don't get joy. Their body, they always hot. They don't have time for, say, we arrest them and come carry and go police station. These ones, then waste them. Meanwhile, I think is it in Ogun State or Kwara? Some bandits were arrested. They took them to police station. I said, Jesus, hey, I hope these people are not making a mistake. I just hope. Well, we know historically how and what has always happened. That when you arrest people, when they take them to the police station, before you know it, these people will find themselves in Abuja and they'll be freed. It was Amfara, Daud Alawad that said it. He said, in so many cases, this body, when they are arrested, a call comes in and these people are released. So this is for you to know that there are some powers in high places who are behind this. And Tinubu must continue to demystify them. Yes, he must. Because this is a war. A war has been declared on him. A war has been declared on Tinubu. A war has been declared on the South. A war has been declared on every other dissenting group that do not want to bow to the Islamic jihadists of these Fulani Janjaweeds. For me, the way forward is clear. We must first and foremost understand that Nigeria, as it stands today, cannot work. It must be restructured. It must be repositioned. The Constitution must guarantee that everybody has the right to protect their states. Yes. And it will be very bloody for those who have the intention to infiltrate other people's land. How can you come to my land and say that you just want to be able to graze your cattle and I should just let go? So I should go every time a cattle grazer come into my farm, feeds on my crops that I have cultivated, nurtured for nothing less than 6 months. Then I should just pick him and take him to police station. How does that work? Is it not for you to ban it? When fake drugs were killing people, why did the government come out to outrightly ban fake drugs and say that anybody caught in it will face nothing less than 20 years of prison? So why is that not the case in here? Okay, we might not be able to give capital punishment to open cattle grazers, but let there be a very stringent penalty, a neck-breaking one, that any cattle grazer that we catch like this, now 20 years, boom, and there's no wasting time. Immediately I catch you, I graze it, I video you, you pick you up, 20 years. But that won't be the case. They will tell you the person will pay you back the money. So now me and Fulani here that they go agreement. If I tell him that my crop worth 4 million, he will now tell me, I'm sorry, Oga, don't worry, I'm going to pay you 40,000 naira per month. So my own, so he will come into my farm, within a space of 6 hours, it will destroy my investment of over 4 to 6 million. And when I take it to the police will now ask me to rent taking that this guy will pay me 100,000 naira, will pay me 200,000. He might not have the old money, but he's under. No, no country is built that way. And whatever Tinubu is doing against this North, I urge him to continue, because I know he has the support of the Middle Belt and most part of the South, because we are gaining momentum on the conversation of state police. It has come to stay, nothing will stop it. And this is the best time for Tinubu to complete that restructuring that we have all come to agree as Southern Nigeria and Middle Beltern Nigeria. If you're not joining, please kindly like, subscribe, and share. Bye for now.